Hey, this is Brett the Hitman Hart. Best there is, best there was, and the best there ever will be. And you're listening to the Smacked Raw podcast.
Hey guys, welcome to the Smacked Raw podcast, your one-stop shop for all your WWE, AEW, and NXT recaps, reviews, pay-per-view predictions. It's Kyle over here. Joining me today on the show, we got a packed house for you. The AJ Styles of podcast and Sebastian. What's going on, man? Hey.
Sitting here wondering if I trust anyone in my life as much as Adam Cole trusts Tommaso Ciampa.
Doling out stunners left and right. We got Kevin Crazy 316 on the mic. What's going on, Kevin?
Chilling, man. Still recovering from WarGames though. Holy crap!
Yeah, that dude. I'm gonna have a WarGames hangover tomorrow, and a real hangover. Joining us, independent wrestler from Chicago, newest addition to the show. Everybody, man, it's Jay Thunder. What's going on, Jay?
What's up, guys? New kid on the block here today. How's it going?
Hey, man, it's going good, dude. It's going good. Listen, guys, we're a pro wrestling podcast. You know what the deal is. But if this is your first time listening to us, you can find us on Stitcher, Podbean, Spotify, Google Play Music, and iTunes. Of course, we're over on YouTube, too. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Help us out, man. Get in the comments. Also, hit us up on Twitter. We're at Smacked Raw Pod. Boy, shoot, we got 4 of us to go through. Okay, myself at the Kai Tai Show, Kevin at Kevin Crazy, and that is Kevin Crazy 316. It's crazy with a K. Of course, Sebastian's at Wrestling Fan _32. And Jay, you're at Jay Thunder.
2009.
2009, man. Damn it, man.
So
close.
It's all good. Just make sure that you guys, if you guys, try to check me out on Twitter, just make sure the J and the T is capitalized.
Hey, can you be found do you have any other social medias, Jay, or anything else that you need to plug?
Well, for the most part, you can try there and Instagram.
Instagram as well.
They're both the same.
Got you. Oh, man. You guys, look, we're here to cover WarGames 2019. If you don't know what WarGames or NXT TakeOver is by now, you've been living under an effing rock. Dude, these guys come out. They hit a home run every time. I don't even have to ask you guys what you thought of the show, but you know what? As a formality, what was the show like to you guys?
Wait, first and foremost, let me just ask something. There were only like maybe 4 or 5 matches on the card, right?
5 if you count the pre-show.
I don't count the pre-show, so we're talking about 4 matches.
Yeah.
And how long were I just need to know, how long were those matches?
I know the women's was 28 minutes, and the men's was longer. So
I thought the women's was close to 40 minutes because the show kicked off at 7, and the match wrapped up around quarter of. I guess if you count promos, though, because you had the intro and you had probably some promos, but
oh, that's true.
Yeah, the first match didn't wrap up until almost about 45 minutes into the show. It was
you got the
I'm so surprised
packages and stuff like that.
Man. All right, so really quick, we'll give a rundown. Kevin, what was the match of the night for you?
I give the slight edge.
Gun to your head, Kevin.
Slight edge to the women's WarGame match.
Women's WarGame? Hell yeah. Had a hell of a story. What about you, Jay?
It's kind of hard for me right now because I'm torn between the women's and the men's WarGame match.
Yeah.
Like, seriously. The reason being is because that ending spot with Rhea Ripley and Shayna Baszler was it for me. Like, I was
oh my God.
Really? And then the spot with Tommaso Ciampa and
that's too much.
And Adam
that's
Cole,
too far. That is too far, man. No. Shame on you, NXT.
No, I literally looked at it and I was like, no. No.
I've seen like a backyard wrestling clip, man, and I swear the kid was paralyzed after that spot,
dude,
man.
I swear, I was so worried for Adam Cole. I was like,
oh,
okay,
man.
bro, are you good?
Oh,
to be quiet, let me just say this. I did think that Adam Cole was going to reverse it with the Canadian Destroyer. I really thought that was gonna happen.
God. I can only imagine.
Jesus.
What about
I was like, oh my God, you killed him. You killed him. You killed
Yeah,
him.
he's dead.
Yeah, I can't
He's
wait.
clinically dead.
We'll talk about Adam Cole's near future here later on in the show. Sebastian,
What future?
yeah, what was your match of the night, Seb?
Probably the men's.
Probably the men's. I guess I'm in the minority here, but man, I don't know. Like, granted, all of them were very close, but that men's triple threat match for the number one contendership, that was really good, man. Yeah, I mean, granted, it's probably the men's war games, but I don't know. Just to be different, I'm gonna say it was the triple threat. But
I will say for that triple threat that dive that Damian Priest did.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That was so dope.
I love the look on Pete's done face because he was like doing that classic counter where he chased Priest out of the corner like he was gonna cut him off, and Priest just dove over the corner.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I love Dunn's reaction to that, John. Man, he just shrugged it off. I was like, oh well, I guess I'll go do a moonsault.
I feel like he didn't expect it at all. Like I think that was a moment. That was a botch. And it was like.
He's like, well,
that wasn't supposed to happen.
He can't be shown up by a 6'7" Damian Priest doing a dive, so he had to go ahead and do a moonsault afterwards. But
I was like, bro, what is this? God.
Oh man. So a little bit of housekeeping here. This is the 2019 WarGames NXT TakeOver pay-per-view. Took place in Chicago. I believe our boy Vince was in there in attendance. Vince had to have been having a hell of a time watching this live. This pay-per-view featured.
I kind of wish I was there.
Oh man, I mean, yeah, of course you're in Chicago.
I know, but it feels bad because I'm in Chicago. This is where I live, and not only is WarGames gonna be there, but NXT, but
Survivor Series tomorrow night.
Oh, it's wild, man. It's like that meme that you sit there with the sad, lonely face, like while my friends are at Survivor Series.
Yeah. All right, and this was also the first pay-per-view, the first WarGames pay-per-view to feature two WarGames matches. Of course, the first women's WarGame match, and what a hell of a match they had too. I cannot wait to get into that. Before we can get into that, though, we're gonna have to get into the one kickoff match that we had. Angel Garza taking on Isaiah Swerve. All right, it's Isaiah Swerve or Isaiah Scott Swerve Scott. God, how do you say it?
It's Swerve Scott.
Swerve Scott. Jesus, I said I wasn't gonna forget any names today. Oh man.
I mean, it happens, man.
So
we're only human.
I missed this match. Unfortunately, this match came on while I was at work and I had customers come in. So if either of you guys got a chance to see it, man, how was it?
So that's everybody else because I didn't see it either.
I think Sebastian saw it, and I think Kev saw it too.
Yeah, it was okay.
How did Garza lose his pants? He's creatively loses his pants in every match now.
It was really early on. He I can't remember exactly what happened, but he tore him off, threw him at Scott's face, and then I believe he super kicked him.
Super kicked him, right? Yeah.
Yeah, like to distract him, and it was like less than a minute into the match.
Okay, so it happened quickly.
Yeah. Yep.
Got you. Sebastian, any real talking points? Are either of these guys going after a title anytime soon after this? What's the
I would say
takeaway?
Garza is going to get a Leo Rush rematch. They shot an exclusive on Twitter when he came back for the curtain. Leo Rush was there to pretty much slap him in the face. And
wow, really?
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yo,
So, yeah, him and Leo have a...
Yo, Rush, calm down, man. Calm down, bro.
I mean, to be quite honest with you, I kind of like this rivalry going on. I think it's really good, especially for both Leo and Angel Garza.
Hell yeah.
I feel terrible because I have not had a real chance to enjoy Rush. Because I'm on the AEW team. I don't get to watch every episode of NXT like I'd like to. And Leo Rush just recently came back. And so the Cruiserweight Championship is exclusive now to NXT, right? Have they taken it from the 205 Live brand?
Well, I mean, for the most part, what they're doing is they've mixed like everything from NXT UK to 205. All of that's like in NXT now.
Okay.
Yeah, they even call it the NXT Cruiserweight Championship.
So what is it, like 205?
They call it the NXT.
Is 205 Live now just kind of like another is it like NXT's like main event show? Kind of like
that's kind of the.
Yeah, I say it's on its last leg though because it got canceled again Friday. It didn't air. They shot a quarter of NXT. So I say.
Well, I mean, NXT is pretty much like their their B show. That's NXT's B show.
That's what I meant. Like it's kind of like what main event is to like Raw and SmackDown.
Exactly.
But I meant like they canceled the whole thing instead of airing 205. They just did another rerun of Wednesday's NXT. So there was another week where they didn't do a 205.
I heard the reason why they didn't have 205 this week was because of the Survivor Series and all the NXT dudes.
It may have been.
There was WarGames and Survivor Series that all those guys were going to be in. So they kind of just didn't have enough people, to have a show.
Tony Nese had his kid. He's like, yeah, they cancel it when I don't show up. So at least he was creative about it.
There you go, Tony. What's y'all feeling on Tony Nese? Is he really like a real champion, or he always kind of strikes me as like just like white bread? Like I don't know how to explain. He's like very bland to me.
He's a lot better heel when he's a face. They tried to have that face around, and I just couldn't.
Yeah, he does strike me as like he's more like seems like he'd be like a good narcissist.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
But hey, they tried. At least they. I mean.
His in-ring stuff is good though. Like I like that a lot. Like I think if they get his gimmick right, he could go places.
Got you. So really quick, man, hot take, man, is Garza gonna get his hands on that belt anytime soon?
Not right now. I think it's too soon.
Too soon?
Leo just came back and just got the belt. I think it's too soon to take it off right now.
Okay.
Yeah, agreed. All
right, cool, man, cool. Glad, good input. Let's go ahead and move on to the opening match, and what a match it was. We got the women's WarGames match. Sebastian, go ahead and fill me in on Team Baszler. Who's over on Team Baszler?
Shayna, Bianca Belair, Io Shirai, and
Kylie Ray.
I'm pulling. Yeah.
There you go. See how I jumped in there and helped you out right away? Well, hey man, let's not get too ahead of ourselves, yeah. And then of course, Team Ripley comprised of Ripley herself, Candice LeRae, Dakota Kai, and Tegan Knox. The first women's WarGames match, and you know what I really love about this is they instantly made it different than all the previous WarGame matches that have taken place. And of course, they made it different than the WarGames match that took place later in the evening, just because of the swerve that we got during the match. But yeah, man, what'd y'all think, man? Were you happy with the finish? What'd y'all think?
I wasn't too fond of the finish.
No? Well, I'm gonna have to mute your ass. All right, bye, Sebastian. Anyway,
you're blocked.
What was wrong with it, man? What was wrong with it? I mean, I guess we'll fill the people in really quick. So Team Ripley won after for one, Io Shirai was supposed to be in the match, but she was jumped earlier in the evening by an unknown
Mia Yim.
Mia Yim. Who'd I say?
You said Io Shirai.
Io Shirai. My fault. Mia Yim was supposed to be.
Wow, well, you know what that is right there?
What's that?
That's racial profiling, sir.
Okay. We're not even gonna start with that junk on here, man.
That's racial profiling.
Mia Yim was supposed to be in the match. She was jumped by an unknown assailant earlier in the evening. So Ripley tagged in Dakota Kai. As Dakota Kai was making her entrance into the match, she turned on her longtime partner, Tegan Knox, completely destroyed her, shredded her previously injured knee in that shark cage. I mean, it was brutal. Hard to watch at times. But kayfabe-wise, why didn't she get in the match?
What's that?
Kayfabe-wise, why didn't she get in the match?
If you remember, like, when you wouldn't. Was you watching the pre-show? I remember you said you had customers.
I missed most of the pre-show.
Okay, well, she didn't even act like she wanted in the match at all. whenever
Yeah.
they told her, and then they pretty much said, "Well, you got to," in a way. And she was like, "Okay." So I guess she just didn't want nothing to do with it.
Okay, all right. I guess it works. But yeah, so the dynamic instantly when that swerve happened, instantly became a 4-on-2. Baszler's entire team taking on Rhea Ripley and Candice LeRae. Ultimately, Ripley's team won after Ripley hit the Riptide, I believe it is, while handcuffed to Baszler on top of some chairs. Overcame the odds. And Sebastian poos on this. What's wrong, Sebastian? What's wrong with this,
By
man?
the way, we got to mention, I know we don't go move for move, but
Yeah.
Io Shirai's moonsault.
Oh, off the top?
Of that cage.
Oh,
Jesus,
that was crazy.
dude.
That was flawless. I just want.
Kurt Angle's
No.
jealous, bro. I'm telling you.
Like, it really wasn't the finish I had a problem with. I mean, it was a creative finish if that's the way you want to go. I just thought, Baszler being as dominant as she is alone, I thought the 2 people winning over the 4 was a little much. And I understand the point is to get to Rhea and Baszler. You could have still had that story with the full team winning and could have pinned Ray.
But it made sense, man, because you had Shirai hit that moonsault on top of Candice LeRae and Bianca Belair. And then Kylie Ray before
He took the suplex.
No, before Ripley could hit her Riptide, Kylie Ray tried to jump off the top turnbuckle and got smashed in midair with the trash can. So at that point,
and that was
everybody's down. There's only 2
So
people.
we're not going to talk about the fact that she also like literally got thrown into the thrown on the side of the cage.
Yeah, that was the suplex.
Oh, that was nasty.
Yeah. Holy
that
crap.
was so good.
I looked at that suplex. I was like, is she okay? She literally landed on her neck right there.
Yeah, it was.
I know.
In the picture, she's grabbing her head, man. So who knows?
Yeah, like I said, if that's the way you want to go, then it made sense, and there wasn't no better way. I don't know. As dominant as Baszler has been by herself, and Io's had a heck of a run as a heel.
Jesus.
Kaylee Ray having a belt. Kaylee Ray being a NXT UK champion, and then Bianca Belair wins 90% of her matches. I just thought,
I just thought where in the match it was, it made sense.
Yeah,
Everybody was
the way
down.
they did it made sense. Just
What
decision.
What about you, Jed, man? What you thinking?
Well, me personally, I love the decision to get them the W. It definitely made a lot of sense considering the fact that it was pretty much. First of all, I really didn't understand the teaming with Baszler's team because they all literally just seemed like they were just because I don't understand why Io Shirai and Bianca Belair are teaming with Shayna Baszler when they literally
have lost.
Either have lost or they have beef with Shayna Baszler. Like, I don't understand. It makes no sense. It was like, oh, so I want you guys on my team. I think you guys are like one of the better women superstars on here, and I would love for you guys to be on my team. And it's like, what?
But I mean, they get a chance to be in the first ever WarGames match.
Well, on that note, though.
Yeah.
They would have been like, well, hey, is Ripley's team full? And she'd be like, yeah. And he'd be like, well, damn it. Okay, fine.
On that note, though, you could argue.
I mean, but like I said, it felt like really off because everyone on Baszler's team actually worked together.
Yeah.
Really?
That's true.
Like,
there was
what?
no dissension, like no frustration. It was like they were perfectly. There should have been some like frustration or something. You know what I mean? And it could have added more to the realism of the 2 baby faces beating the 4 heels if you had some dissension there towards the end.
However, I will say this though. Me and Vince were talking about this before when we were watching NXT. I called the fact that Dakota Kai was gonna do that. Like, I literally called that down the middle.
Nice.
Like I knew like for some strange reason I just kind of I guess it's just when you get older, as a small kid watching wrestling, you don't understand the business and the chemistry um of the business. But as you get older, and now that I'm actually somewhat in the business,
Doing the damn thing.
and yeah, exactly, it's like you understand like, oh, well, this would make sense, and if she doesn't, then it would look real stupid on her part.
Yeah, man.
So
I need to know more about Dakota Kai. Like she seemed like what? Like she was like the quintessential like baby face.
she was like it felt like she was the underdog because she had
She's
just came
Bayley.
back from her.
I was about to say,
her
is
injury.
how's she compared to Bailey? Like, is she along the same lines? Like,
Probably the complete like not so much Bailey, but more so like I kind of compare her to like. It's like like I can't really compare her to any of the divas right now. I'm sorry, women's superstars.
wow, you know what that is? That is sexism.
Oh,
No, let's not
Touché.
go there. Let's not go there.
Touché.
I had to get my. I had to get
Touché.
pay you your
you had to.
receipt.
You're right. You're right.
I had to get you that
So-
receipt.
That
man.
was a receipt. That was a receipt.
I have a question, and I don't think it is, or it can even be what that is. But I saw a lot of people on Twitter saying this Tegan Knox versus Dakota Kai is going to be the women's Gargano and Ciampa.
Ooh.
You know, because
That would be
from
cool.
what I've gathered, I get that. I feel like that's they've built those two as like lifelong partners or something.
Fits it.
So we currently have children interrupting the show, but going back to
Sorry.
Dakota Kai.
What was the question? What was the question?
You're
I'm
good,
sorry.
man. You're good. This is dad chat over here, man. We're all dads.
I'm sorry. What was the question?
No, Dakota Kai and Tegan Knox, from what I've learned and gathered, they've both been like longtime partners by some chance.
Yeah. Team
They have
Kick.
a lot of history. Yeah, Team Kick, right? So them turning on each other is kind of I could see that. It
and
def.
two,
I'm gonna have to like.
interesting little
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
interesting little side note. It did happen the same place as Ciampa turned on Gargano.
Like just at a takeover or Chicago?
Yeah, TakeOver Chicago.
Oh wow, nice man. Continuity,
shit.
bro. Continuity, gotta love it. Well, anyways,
Sebastian's
man,
a professional, man.
he is.
You know?
He really is. Man. But yeah, this match was awesome. So we now got a title program between Ripley and Baszler, right?
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Can we have it like yesterday, please?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh man, and I'm telling you, Ripley's the one to do it. Ripley's gonna take it from Baszler. Baszler will go over, not up, but over to Raw or SmackDown. She's done with NXT.
Yeah. Well, what else? What more is she gonna do there?
Exactly.
You know? Like,
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's I'm wondering if Jessamine Duke and Shafir are gonna follow her wherever she goes.
That's a good question.
Yeah, I'm wondering.
I don't.
Because Jessamine Duke
hope
and what's Shafir's full name? I keep forgetting.
I don't know, to be honest with you.
Oh, God damn, man. But anyways, I don't feel like those two are ready for prime time. You know what I mean?
Absolutely not. Yeah.
Yeah. They
they're not.
they serve as like J&J security. Like they're not getting their own matches, but they're obviously still a force. I wonder if we're gonna
And
get
they don't even like the rare matches that they get. They don't even like go over. Like,
No.
I don't think they've won a match.
Yeah. I wonder
I
if
don't even remember the last time they've been in a match.
it's been
Yeah,
a
they've
minute.
only had
Honestly,
maybe
like-
4 or 5 ever, but yeah, they haven't won.
Credit to them grinding it out though. I'm not hating on them by no means.
Oh,
Like,
no.
You know what I mean? They took to this business along with Baszler, and they are just hitting the ground running.
And honestly, that's why I don't want to see the 4 horsewomen versus 4 horsewomen thing anytime soon.
Because
I feel like
because kayfabe wise, you'd have to think that the wrestling 4 horsewomen would dominate because it would be essentially
Oh,
4
yeah.
on 2. Shafir and Duke would probably be easy outs. You know
and,
what I mean?
I wonder if that's even on their mind. Like when it first happened and they came up and saw Ronda and Baszler have the success they have, and Shafir and Duke really hasn't made much progress. I wonder if they're kind of just not even really thinking about that.
Well, sometimes
There's a lot of catching up to
the marketing is the cash grab. You know what I mean? Even if you know the match probably won't be the highest caliber match, the marketing and the hype that you can build is sometimes worth it alone. As far as WWE goes, we can argue as fans whether or not that's the case, but as far as WWE goes, the fact that you could market 4 horsewomen versus MMA 4 horsewomen, that right there is going to sell tickets.
4-on-2 handicap match with 2 managers.
Anyways, guys, moving on, man. Let's go to the triple threat match. Pete Dunne taking on Damian Priest, taking on Killian Dane. Winner gets the NXT Championship match tomorrow on Survivor Series, taking on, of course, champion Adam Cole. This match, I was wondering, I was like, how do you follow that women's WarGames match?
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what you do is you just like a slow build, and that's what these guys did. They built it slow. They give us like one little spot here that get a little pop out of you. A little bit later, another spot, and then another spot, and then before you know it, it's not that you forgot the match beforehand, but you're fully wrapped up again. They gave you time to recover. And then, of course, brought it home so well. And they had so many false finishes. Dude, Damian Priest hitting his kick on both Dane and then Dunn. And then the pin only broke up because Dane was pretty much knocked unconscious and fell on top of them. That was perfect, man. Oh, my God, dude. That was so good.
And they had one moments before where Priest looked like he was knocked out, and all of a sudden he kicked.
Yeah, he kicks Dunn. There was the crucifix bomb. That's actually the image I'm using right now for the YouTube stream. That crazy crucifix bomb on Killian Dane. Oh my God, dude!
They got Dunn on the announce table too.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Holy cow! It was. I loved this match. Like I'm saying, like low key thinking about it, man. Going back, this might be match of the night for me. I might have to stick to my guns. Because there was so many innovative spots, and then how they had to, like I said, follow that women's war game match, but still get the crowd into them, and it was so good.
They told a good story, and one thing about that, the whole match, basically every 2 minutes they'd have a move that was pretty much a combo move.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's
what
I'm saying.
And then to play that into the finish at the very end, I thought that was really, really well done.
Yeah, I mean, it was essentially they just all took themselves out, and Dunn just landed in the right spot. Because you had Dunn was pinning Damian Priest, and it got broken up with Killian Dane doing a senton on top of them. Then Killian Dane was trying to do something to Dunn on the top rope. I think he was trying to set him up for a one-wing angel. But Dunn got in a sleeper hold, and Dane, trying to fend off the sleeper hold, did another senton on top of Dunn, on top of Damian Priest. But he got rolled off, and Dunn got the pin on Priest. And it made it look like it was just circumstance. Like any one of these guys could have beat anyone else, and just circumstance alone is what allowed Dunn to pick up the victory.
And those moves happened on a minute in. I mean, a minute in, Dane hit that Damonku driver on Dunn, and pretty much playing him right on Priest's face. So the whole match, they had these really combo moves.
I'll say this made me a fan of Damian Priest.
For sure.
I've been a fan.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I've been overlooking him. I apologize. I made some stupid remarks saying he reminds me of Nightwolf from Mortal Kombat, just because I couldn't figure him out, man.
I didn't.
I mean, what's wrong with Nightwolf from Mortal Kombat?
Look, I said that to Benji. Yo, Benji acted like I freaking took his soul, like Shang
I
Tsung.
fought you. I'm glad I was on this episode.
Yeah, man. Like, I didn't know. I was like, dude, it was my first impression. I was like, man, he comes out.
All right, so this needs to be done now. So that means that Kyle, that means that you need to do at least one NXT show, at least with us, so you can at least get a feel for who Damian Priest is, because he's pretty dope.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I've seen a couple of his matches, but I mean, he was always like Baron Corbin 2.0 to me. You know what I mean?
Wow. Watched it.
He went there. Oh, no.
Like, you know that Spider-Man meme?
When you need him.
You know that
when you need him. God.
that Spider-Man meme where it's the two Spider-Mans pointing at each other? It's like him and Baron Corbin when they run into each other during the invasion.
I want to kick you like he kicked Pete Dunne in the match. Jesus. No, actually, the elbows. He has a mean elbow. He popped Dunne twice in this match with an elbow, and oh my God, it was brutal.
Oh man, yeah, it was. I gotta say it, man. I gotta say, I mean, like, for one, it's like trying to pick out your favorite, like, Ferrari and Lamborghini. When you're picking out these matches, they all are badass. But for me, I'm gonna stick to my guns, man. This was my match. Because it won me over so well. It won me over.
Before
it was a. Oh, go ahead.
Before Ring of Honor was turned into
what it is now.
of 2 years ago.
He was Punishment
TNA
Martinez, right?
Yeah, that's when I was introduced to him, and I loved him back then. As soon as they announced he signed, I was like,
whatever.
Yes.
You're the Smack Draw podcast hipster. I get it. You like Damian Priest before he was cool, man. I got you, bro.
Oh, he was cool as Punishment as well.
Yeah, I believe it, man. I mean, there's a reason he got scooped up, man. And he's actually featured. He ain't just someone that got scooped up just for the sake of scooping him up, you know. But so, you know, given what took place at the end of the night, is Dunn gonna get the win? He gonna be NXT champion? No?
It wouldn't surprise me completely. I mean, I don't know that
it's a great way to write the story, man.
Right. I don't know if he's the right guy, but like I feel like Cole's had the belt for long enough at this point. Honestly, you know, somebody's gonna have to take it off of him eventually.
It's a matter or not if you want Cole to be the first member of the Undisputed Era to lose the title. I've heard a lot of people thinking that they speculate no one's gonna lose the belt until they all lose the belt on the same night. Like, they're like, Undisputed Era is going to have the worst night of the faction's history, and they'll all lose their titles in the same night.
And the main reason
that makes sense.
One, I don't know if
I called that. I called that as well.
You're calling that too, Jay?
Hell yeah! Like, I literally sat here and I was taught, like I said, you know, with NXT, since we do the shows, we have a lot of speculation, and the Undisputed Era has had the titles for long enough. They're at their peak at this point right now. So it's like, I think it's about that time.
With Adam, and the reason I say no is with Adam Cole's run, when he loses it, I think there's going to be a build to it. It ain't just going to be Pete wins his number one contenders match the night before. And two, if KO does come over, you got that story. And even if he don't, the next logical story is him and Ciampa, especially after the night. So I just don't see Pete Dunne taking it.
Yeah, Tommaso Ciampa's going to be the man to get that back. He's going to get Goldie back. They're going to be chanting "Daddy's home." Like, yeah, it's got to be Ciampa. I got a question for Jay, though. Undisputed Era, do they work on Raw and SmackDown?
If I'm not mistaken, no, they don't.
Right.
The only time they were actually on is just for this whole Survivor Series.
No. I mean, they wrap up NXT. They come over as a faction. Are they a dominant faction on the Raw and SmackDown brand?
Oh, absolutely.
You think
so? Absolutely. absolute bar none. I don't have to tell you that, Kyle. That's the undisputed era. They shock the system. All right.
I guess I'm turning heel tonight because I was saying this the other night, man. I think they get broken up. Adam Cole goes to one brand. The remaining, Kyle O'Reilly, Bobby Fish, and Roderick Strong go to the other brand, and then they become Social Outcast 2.0.
Like I said on that show.
I mean, I hope not, but I mean, what about WWE's writing makes you think any different?
Well, that's what I was just gonna say, man. I mean, with the way WWE booked.
Don't do that.
Here's the thing, okay? At the end of the day, especially now, Vince is a businessman, and previously, Vince hasn't had these guys on their show.
Seb's got a good
For
point.
the last month, Undisputed Era has been on these shows, been getting the reaction, showing what they can do with Fox. And, Triple H made it a point to say in that press conference, Fox loved them on the shows that they had them. So
That's like a cry to Vince. Like, Vince, Fox loves them. Don't screw them up. Don't job them out. Vince, Fox loves them. They're paying us billions. Fox loves them.
But no, I mean, Vince sees these reactions now before he would even have them. Before, he didn't know what he was getting, but now he sees these guys for the last month.
Man.
And I just don't see it. I mean, he watched that match against Bryan. He watched the match against Seth Rollins. I mean, the 8-man tag match alone on SmackDown, he saw them. He saw the reactions.
Yeah. Cole is destined for greatness. I wonder if he'll capture a world title, or if he'll peak at like Intercontinental Champ. Because we haven't.
I gotta think he.
Besides,
he'd get a title.
Besides Daniel Bryan, because he's got history with the company. Who was the last guy, Finn Balor's size, to win a world championship?
AJ Styles.
Who?
AJ Styles.
AJ's bigger than Finn. AJ's not granted, AJ's not big, but at least he hits 6 foot. I'm fairly certain AJ's at least 6 foot. Google. But see, no, that's my point. But that's my point right there. You cannot recall the last great small world champion outside of Daniel Bryan. And Sebastian trying to hop on Google is messing his connection all up.
I was gonna say, I guess we lost Seb.
We lost Seb. The second dude, Google took over his bandwidth. Yeah, he's rambling. You know that that music that kicks in when Sonic's underwater. Like I feel like that's Seb right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we lost him. Anyways, Kevin, I'll just talk to you, bro. And,
hey, man, I'm here for you.
But who was the last small champ, man? Who was the last small champ?
I mean, I don't know. You have a good point. Like, I mean, obviously there's been smaller dudes, but nobody that's been like small, like like you said, like Daniel Bryan, sure, but like
he's a special case.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Now, granted, it's not like Adam Cole. Oh, we really did lose him. Holy moly!
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're back
now. We can,
yeah.
Okay, Finn Balor is the same height as AJ Styles got there. Sorry. My internet was pissing me off. My internet was pissing me off right there. I've been over here for 10 minutes trying to tell you this fact, and nobody can hear me. I had to leave the call and come back.
Okay. Now, like I said, if there is one thing to give you hope for Adam Cole, it is
Kofi. Kofi's probably not. He's not that much taller.
Yeah, Kofi. Okay, Kofi. So I mean, so it's not like Adam Cole's hopeless. You know what I mean? And not to mention, he's gonna have a huge swell of support from the fans as long as they don't botch his character and have him out there doing like Uzi Hot segments and BS like that.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man.
I was trying to forget about that, man.
So, dude, Rob's favorite segment of the year, like 2019.
Doesn't surprise me.
2019 segment of the year, Uzi Hot, according to Rob.
Look, I actually enjoyed the Uzi Hot segments.
Jay, I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, bro, seeing as you're the new guy. And man, that makes it difficult, bro.
You're blocked, Jay. Sorry.
Nah, I ain't gonna block him. I'm
That's
not Rob.
That's not fair. That's not fair.
But you
That's
like
not fair.
so you like the silliness. You do like you like
Of course.
Yeah, of course. What's your
right quick? Sorry.
No, you're good. What's your take on you know what? Let's throw out a random question, man. Let's spitball with. What's your take on how they're doing Drew Gulak right now? My boy Drew.
Well, if you want to be technical, like I have not really paid attention to Drew Gulak. So
Damn, man, that hurts.
I know it hurts. I'm so sorry, but it's just not my like. There are certain people that I pay attention to.
Yeah.
And it's wrong because Drew Gulak. Because if I'm not mistaken, he was on he was on 205, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
so I'll be
that's the thing.
I'll be ultra
the
transparent.
thing.
The only reason why I'm following Drew Gulak is we used to cover 205 Live. So that if it wasn't for the fact that my show required me to watch him, I wouldn't be a fan right now. But man, dude, he deserves his work on 205 before he got called over. Boy.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
good.
see, that's the thing. Like, I've never really watched an episode of 205 Live, so that literally was just like a thing where I can't really tell you anything about the guy, but I'm pretty sure he's pretty good.
He struck me. Now this is gonna be kind of like a little, like I guess uncomfortable to hear, but he struck me as a more intellectual Chris Benoit type. He really like Chris Benoit was very ruthless and very technical, and Gulak is definitely also on top of that like a thinker, and yeah, so he struck me as like God, I hate bringing up his name, man. You feel how uncomfortable that gets? But like, yeah, man. But that's what he struck me. That's what he reminded me as. I can't really think of many other guys to compare him to, and I'd like a better wrestler to compare him to, you know. But it's just kind of.
Yeah, but I'm picking up what you're putting down, and I mean, especially when he was in 205 Live. I mean, they basically ruined the dude, you know, since he's was he on SmackDown? Isn't that where he's at? I think.
Wherever Braun is, I think. Yeah, so I think
yeah,
SmackDown.
so SmackDown.
Yeah.
I mean, he's like he's a shell of his former self. Like he was a dominant badass.
He's
on
about to.
205
Well,
Live.
he's about to be. Hold on now. He's about to be the leader of the B team. So he's got that
but
going
who
for
cares?
him. I know. Anyway, I was just hoping to see if we get some hot takes out of that, man. We'll go ahead and move on to a much better segment, and that of course is Matt Riddle taking on Finn Balor. Showcase match going on here. Sebastian, man, talk us through this match, man. How'd you feel about it?
That's a fun match. It was a different style than the rest of them, and that's what I liked about tonight. Even the WarGames was different from each other. This was a more, and it was still fast paced. Don't get me wrong, but there was more selling. There was a lot. I mean, it seemed like the moves meant more than like the triple threat. So it was a different style. I liked it.
Yo, is no one gonna like Riddle called out Goldberg in the middle of the ring?
No, he's done that before. He's did the spear and jackhammer.
Man, come on now though. But that's on the main stage though. It's different when ooh.
It wasn't the first time. Like he's done that in a match before.
Yeah. I love the crowd chants Riddle the same way they would chant Goldberg.
Yeah.
Love that. You happy that Finn won, or you think Riddle should have got the win?
No, absolutely not. Finn should.
Wait, hold on, just a second. Hold on, I just have to say something.
Yeah.
Because number one, I think that Riddle. First of all, I'm so upset. Maybe you guys. I don't know if you guys know, but I did explain this to Kevin when we did do the NXT podcast. But I have a thing. I have a a big thing about Matt Riddle. I really don't think he's all that. But I felt like that was such disrespect whatsoever. Like that was so much disrespect.
Oh, so you were upset by it.
I was very upset because I was like, you just use, first of all, the jackhammer and the spear are protected moves.
Right.
So it's like,
you're talking about this. Okay.
No, man, I want to hear his take, man. This is cool. This is why I like Rob, man, when you get a different take.
No, I thought he was upset because Riddle won, but he's talking about the spear and jackhammer. That's what I meant. Okay.
Yeah, no, like to be honest with you, the whole match was great, but I guess my take on Matt Riddle is like totally different because I just think of him as an MMA guy that's trying to be into wrestling. You know, the
But
same way.
At this point, though, I feel like he's been a pro wrestler longer than he did MMA.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I mean, you might be right about that, but sometimes when it's like, okay, so I watched the match with him and Bronson Reed, and I hated the fact that they treated Bronson Reed like a squash match.
Yeah, no, Bronson Reed deserves better than that. I'll give you that. Bronson Reed's a beast, man. I really like the guy.
First of all, he's a big dude. He's bigger than freaking Matt Riddle.
He's Australian strong style, son. That Australian strong style.
That's what I'm saying. First of all, I saw Matt Riddle pick up Bronson Reed like off of just one go. Do you know how small and skinny Matt Riddle is? I mean, yeah, I'm pretty sure he
strikes me as at about 220, maybe a little bit less.
But that's
actually
what I'm
looking at him
sure
actually next to Finn Balor. I don't know, man. He might just be like 2 to 210.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like he's literally Bronson Reed is probably like I think about 300.
Yeah. Oh, Bronson. Yeah, you gotta be there. He's a big boy.
He's a big boy, and Matt Riddle just literally just lifted him up like nothing. Like Cena does Big Show all the freaking time.
Yeah.
I think Cena stacked a dude on top of Show once. I want to say he did Show and Edge once together.
Yeah, but I guess I can't really make that comparison either because Cena is a gym rat and he works all the freaking time.
Yeah, he's on another level to this day.
Yeah, that dude's on another level.
It's not even fair.
Like I guess it's just my thing is that they're going back.
Is he on steroids? You think he's on steroids?
Absolutely.
That's
no question.
He's not a pro wrestler anymore, so you don't have to worry about the policies.
That's too because he still has to come back.
Man, you telling me they wouldn't look the other way?
Nope.
Come on, man. They're taking money from a foreign country government where they're obligated to do shows 2 to 3 times a year.
On this,
I'm going to go ahead
about the same time.
Go on the record. Sorry, go ahead, man.
Yeah.
On this note, about the same time UFC was having Brock do those fights and do WWE, Brock got suspended from UFC for steroids.
Brock was on the steroids, man.
So, I mean, yeah, I would believe they turned overweight. They did with Brock. Why wouldn't they with a guy that's worked there for 20 years?
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like with how Cena is and how his character is, he's not that I feel like he literally spent.
He is about integrity, man.
Yeah. I do agree with that. I don't think Cena is. He is a gym rat, like you said. He always has been. But as far as would WWE turn their head? Yeah, I think they would.
Oh, in a heartbeat, man. They would not hold him to the.
I thought somebody said no, they wouldn't turn their head. I was like, they did with Brock.
And you know what else? I'll go ahead and go on record as saying that 90% of those dudes. Oh no!
I'm so sorry, guys.
No, it's all good, man. This is what happens when you got 4 dads trying to shoot a podcast, man.
That's good. But,
wait, hold on. Kev had a point, man.
I'm going to go ahead and go on record and saying that 90% of those dudes are on steroids. I mean, come on. Even any professional sport, most dudes are doing that and they're hiding it. I don't, you talk to anybody that's in any sort of athletic competition at a high level like that, they're like, yeah, I felt pressure to use drugs like that because literally everybody is using drugs like that. So
you know what? Actually, Kevin, I hate to say it, but to be a conspiracy theorist with you, think about everybody that is asking for their release.
Right. Well,
what if it was? But what if it was as easy as breaking the wellness policy a couple times, and then bam, you get released from your contract.
Reportedly.
Well, maybe, but I'm not even saying necessarily that it's something unique to WWE. I mean, you look like I said, any professional sport, football, baseball, hockey, soccer, basketball. I would just have to think that most of those dudes are looking for a leg up, and what's the easiest leg up?
If you remember, not long ago, Roman, as well as Roman was pushed, he got suspended for it.
And we got Finn Balor as the first Universal Champion because
so
of it.
As much as that argument goes, I mean, their top guy, they sent to the house, man. So, and I could see it too, because as much as you brought up Chris Benoit, they don't want another situation like that again.
Hell no,
I can
they
see
don't. Hell no,
I
they
can
don't.
see them kind of enforcing it. I mean, imagine if that happened again, and then they did a brain scan or test or whatever, and they was filled up with steroids. Have that on your record twice.
Well, yeah,
that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, I'm pretty sure that we don't have to deal with the situation again with Cena. Like, and then not only with the situation with the whole Benoit and the Eddie Guerrero situation and all that stuff. And like with all that stuff going on, Cena was the one that they pretty much like. It wasn't like the Attitude Era where like there were a whole bunch of people that could put the whole roster on their shoulders. Right? Like in the Ruthless Aggression Era, which is where Cena's from, he was the one that pretty much had to step up because Randy couldn't do it. And everybody else couldn't do it. And when Eddie did do it, he felt the pressure of being the top guy. So the fact that I don't think that he would ever be in that situation with steroids. That's why he's got too much of a reputation to have.
I guess.
And two,
maybe I'm just cynical.
Like, I don't know how their testing goes. They might do pool testing, like random people every now and then. They might be able to get away with it.
You know what we'll do is I'm gonna cut this conversation short and say what we're gonna do is we'll have maybe a new show where we have hot takes like this more often. You know what I'm saying?
But just to add to it though, if you do pay attention, all these guys are in the gym every single day.
Hell yes, they are. That's where the pressure puts you.
Every city they go to, they find a gym, and they go to it from their hotel back to the hotel, and pretty much to the show.
Well, because if you're on steroids, that's what you want to do.
Oh my God! Anyways, let's bring it back.
I'm being a dick, but
let's bring it back to Riddle and Balor.
Goldberg.
God damn.
But actually, no, for real. That's.
Let me actually explain, because we were at the point where I was trying to explain, like I said, the Goldberg spear and the jackhammer are two protected moves. Like, I don't usually see anyone kick out of that. So, and then I just feel like that was just a sign of disrespect, especially for Matt Riddle to literally just do it. And it wasn't like it was it wasn't a finisher either.
I thought it may have been. I thought that was intended to finish the match.
Exactly, but
it
didn't.
Yeah.
And to that, I don't have a problem with people using somebody's move like that if it's kind of asked or something.
That leads me to my question: is this going to lead to Riddle and Goldberg?
I think Riddle's just. And here's what I'm saying is, I thought this whole thing was weird between them, and I didn't really have a problem with Riddle calling out old guys because, he was just being funny. But when he gave his account of what happened in Saudi, acting like Goldberg would just bully him and was mad at him, tried to play a victim, and then the footage comes out on WWE Network of the actual thing, and it was nothing like Riddle said it was. That's when I kind of lost a little respect for Riddle.
Okay.
Just trying to play a victim.
Okay. If we get Goldberg and Riddle, who's the heel? Who's the face?
Riddle.
Yeah, I would.
Riddle's both. I said, who's the heel? Who's the face?
Riddle.
Yeah, I would say Riddle's a heel too.
Is it in NXT or is it in main roster?
No. So they're not going to roll Goldberg out in a takeover. So this would be a this is going to be like a Royal Rumble, a WrestleMania match.
Yeah.
It could be a Survivor Series match.
Just do it at
Tomorrow.
Rumble, like,
Tomorrow, this just in: Goldberg flying to Chicago.
You know, what if this happens at the Royal Rumble though? Not like a program, just Goldberg's a surprise
Yo,
entry.
no,
and
yeah,
then Riddle
these
wins.
guys meet up in the Royal Rumble match. Huh.
Yeah.
Just
That
like
would be cool.
the tension, because it's one of those storylines that would blur the lines of reality, and those are the best. Those are the best. Mwah. Oh, they're so good. But all right. We've spent a lot of time on this, man. Obviously, Balor wins. Balor's on to bigger and better things. Really quick, hot take: who's Balor's next feud?
Gargano, if he's
Gargano.
if not.
Gargano, bar none.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like,
who else?
I feel like they're literally just gonna put. They're gonna, have Finn on this warpath, and then Gargano's gonna come out of nowhere. Just attack him.
I don't know. I
If
think
Gargano isn't there-
exactly. I don't think it's Gargano. I think it's going to be Fandango. Just to be honest with you, but
If Gargano ain't next, I think it's just going to be a rerun with Riddle because they was already pushing against Gargano. Like, it was already a short-term
that's true.
plan.
yeah.
It wasn't.
All right. Well, hey, moving on, man. Main event of the night. The men's WarGames match, Undisputed Era, taking on the team of you got Keith Lee, Dijak, Tommaso Ciampa, and mystery partner. Obviously, it's not a mystery if you're watching YouTube. It's in the thumbnail. But it turns out to be a returning Kevin Owens. This raises so many questions for tomorrow. I can't wait. But go ahead, man. Jay,
Kevin, how was it? How
Well,
did
I
you
had
play
to-
your,
It was a difficult decision, but I mean, I'm glad I did it. It was. I mean, did you hear that pop from the crowd when I came out? It was insane.
I did. It was.
Yo, I need to have a picture of Kevin on file, like, so I can throw his image up so you guys can get this pic, like this.
He is Kevin Owens' doppelganger.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny. I actually almost went as Kevin Owens for Halloween last year.
Yeah, 2020. That's your Halloween costume, bro.
Oh yeah. I mean, all I have to do is get a Kevin Owens shirt, basically.
I'll be Ivar from the Viking Raiders. You be Kevin Owens. Okay.
I get to be Keith Lee.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sweet.
And then we have
Sebastian,
AJ Styles too.
We got Sebastian as AJ Styles. We'll get him like a long hair wig. Hell yeah, with the gloves. Yes. Oh, let's keep going. Who's no? Who's Rob?
I'm not sure, but Vince would definitely want to be Angel Garza.
Angel
let's be
Garza.
honest.
Oh yeah. Yes. With the tearaway pants and everything. Yo, come on. We got to get someone for Rob though. Who would Rob
Baron
be?
Corbin.
Nunzio.
No, just wait. No. Did you say Nunzio?
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude!
Ain't Rob kind of short though, like that? He's short. Ain't he? I don't know. I've never seen him in person, but
I mean,
guessing
He always struck me as like
Does Rob have a beard?
5'10", you know?
Does Rob have a beard?
No, Rob's clean shaven.
Oh dang, I would say Ciampa, but yeah, Baron Corbin.
Well,
that works perfect.
Just,
He's just apparently, is he short?
I don't think he's short. I
I thought he
think
was short.
he might be.
I'm not there.
He might be. I
Let's
don't
just
know.
pretend he's short.
This is the problem of like that.
Well, I
None
mean,
of us
Baron
have met
Corbin's
each other.
pretty tall.
You know,
Yeah, he is tall.
Corbin's not pretty tall. Like Corbin's tall as damn hell, man. Like,
Yeah, well, he's like 6'6", 6'7", isn't he?
yeah,
Somewhere in that
Corbin's
neighborhood?
huge, man.
I mean, he's about it. I mean, him and Damian Priest are about the same height.
That's why I'm.
Yeah.
God. No,
Thank you. Okay, like just...
I'm the same height as
no
Finn
one says
Balor,
that-
but
no
I'm
one
not.
says that- Hey, look, no one says that about Keith Lee.
Oh my God, this is gonna kill me. Who's Rob? It'd have to be a cruiserweight. Oh, Oni Lorcan. Yeah, dude, he's Oni Lorcan, man.
You hit the nail on the head that
Yes.
time. That was awesome.
Yeah,
Oni.
yeah. All right, man. We're gonna have to tell Rob to listen to this episode. We'll tell him to fast forward. We'll tell him to fast forward to like the 50s.
I want Vince to listen to it so he can hear me call him Sasha Banks.
Oh my god.
Like,
man.
After like guy, everybody that's listening, I'm making fun of Vince like the whole time because he was so shook up because he got to see Sasha Banks today.
Said he had to unwind in the car. That's kind of weird. That's kind of sketchy.
That's a little
man.
suggestive.
It's pretty exciting.
I didn't know he said that. Holy crap.
He's literally gonna listen to this.
I was like, dude, that's poor choice of words right there, my friend.
Yeah, that's not the way that I would put it. But.
Oh man. Let's get to the match.
Yeah, moving on.
I mean, at this point, we're practically almost done anyway. So,
so this match was built around the team of Ciampa, Keith Lee, and Dijak having a mystery teammate. So it could have potentially been 4-on-3. Ultimately, Adam Cole was the last man to enter the match, of course, before the returning Kevin Owens. Yeah, man. Dude, I love it when they introduce Adam Cole and you just hear that crowd go off. Oh, you got to love it, man, when a crowd reacts. Yes. But
there's not much anything like it in wrestling today right now, you know.
That gets such a thunderous.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
awesome.
It's like even when you hear the boom, like it's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. The crowd makes sure to be vocal for him. Before Cole,
make sure to be vocal for all of them. Actually, when they all come out, it's crazy. Like man.
Yeah.
So pretty much, you can't really run down this match. The Undisputed Era have the distinct advantage. Kevin Owens makes his entrance. He comes in, tears the house down. We get crazy spots, man. We take Kevin Owens takes a Panama Sunrise? Is that what it's called?
Yep.
The top rope Canadian Destroyer or whatever that Cole does. He takes it.
He also takes a Canadian Destroyer on the steel in the middle of the ring.
That's what I'm saying. That's part of the Panama Sunrise.
Oh,
yeah, that's Adam Cole's. That's Adam Cole's variation of it. But
well, just call it the Canadian Destroyer, made by Petey Williams. So.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Perfected by Ricky Morton from the Rockers, man, the Midnight Express. Y'all don't know? Y'all didn't watch full game.
I know.
All right, thank you, man. You just totally just no sold my joke.
Really, the
Anyways,
only difference is Petey didn't have to do it from jumping from the rope.
yeah, man. Ricky Morton's was badass. That joke was so cool. But no, man. So the story here, Kevin Owens gets his return. Adam Cole fills the ring with tables. Unfortunately, it was his undoing. Every member of the Undisputed Era ends up going through the tables that Adam Cole introduced to the ring. And ultimately, Tommaso Ciampa ends up... What's the name of his move? Oh, my God.
Fairy tale ending.
The fairy tale ending from
No, that's not it.
Are you sure?
I think fairy tale ending where he does it's kind of like a pedigree setup, but he lifts them up, and that's the fairy.
Either
Man.
way, it was awesome.
Yeah, he does a
Either way, it
backpack.
was awesome.
We'll call it for right now the backpack suplex off the damn top of the cage.
The back.
No, I call it an air raid. That's
That's what it is, man. Thank you. Yeah, air raid from the top of the cage through the tables. Looks paralyzing. Like, and not like
Morrow called it. That's what Morrow called it. So.
Yes.
It's
Like,
an air raid.
yes. Oh
He
my.
would know. He would know.
Morrow would know. He's one of the best, if not the best in the
Hey
game.
man, shout out to Morrow, man. Like he's such. I'm gonna be real honest with you guys. Like I totally slept on Morrow or Ronaldo.
Yeah.
So badly. And now that I watch NXT, like I appreciate him so much because he has so much. He makes so many good references. It's not even funny. Like when he made a Chuck D reference, I was like, what?
Jesus, I know.
What do you know? What you know about Chuck D?
Yo, as much as it pains me to say so, because I love JR. Morrow's the best in the business right now.
Well,
Morrow's the best in the business.
He's the
right now.
Yeah, he's
Morrow's
the modern
my
day
favorite,
color commentator.
Yeah, he's so good.
JR was the quintessential color commentator of his day. Mauro Ranallo fills that spot for modern and current day.
He went a little far once for me tonight. It was the only time he went far for me. He was like, I can't remember. He said, like a light. And he's like, like a light! Like really loud. And I was like, Jesus, what the fuck was that? Sorry.
We almost got through the show. It always happens in like the last 15 minutes of the episode. Anyways.
It wouldn't be the Smacked Raw pod if there wasn't. You know.
I know, man. I know.
Like you got kids running all over the place.
My kid's in the bedroom, way back in the back right now.
So I wish, but I'm literally in a bathroom hiding from my kid. So.
Oh my God. Smash. We make do with what we got, folks, at the Smash podcast.
My kid has, like, literally, I can honestly say my kid has literally walked in here about 3 times already.
Oh, man. No. Hey, look, man.
Daddy, let me in. Daddy this. Daddy that.
You got to turn heel on them, Jay. Turn heel on those kids.
Like, I swear, like, you guys don't realize, like, in real life, when you guys meet me, I'm very nice. You
strike me as a very nice guy, man. You strike me as a nice guy.
Yes. But, man, when I'm annoyed, Jesus Christ, it's horrible. Oh, my God. Oh, I love this podcast.
Yeah, we love having you on it, man. How about NXT's producers actually showing AEW's Britt Baker on screen and acknowledging her by name as Adam Cole's...
Triple H actually said that was an accident.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it.
He said that the director didn't know who the shot was. He went to the person in the crowd that had the most unbelievable look on her face, and it just happened to be her. And he apologized.
He apologized. That is Triple H saving face to Vince. Once again, political statement. That was not a mistake. That was not a mistake, man. They knew who Britt Baker was.
That was a subliminal shot. That's
that's what that is, man. No, that ain't no damn mistake.
How could it be a mistake? If it was a mistake, fire that camera guy.
Yeah, man.
Or whoever that was.
You're gonna hear tomorrow that they are fired, man. Vince gonna fire them on damn Raw, man. That's what's gonna happen.
I mean, but you know, here's the thing. I don't have a problem with the fact that it's about to be 2020. I feel like they shouldn't have this issue with mentioning other people from the competition, especially considering the fact that WWE still kind of like beating them in the ratings with NXT.
We're talking about the most petty organization ever made. I'm not an AEW fanboy. I mean, come on, you guys. I cover both AEW and WWE, and I would like to think I come across as non-biased because I really am. I love wrestling. But I will be the first to acknowledge WWE is petty, man. Oh my God, they are.
To be fair, AEW does reference WWE like every week.
Yeah. And I'm all about it, man. Like I put out there on the social media, man. Like I'm never gonna be so old that I'm gonna be mad at kids giving the finger to the old guard. And that's not a shot at WWE. That's just how life is, man. If you're coming up, you have to stand in the face of authority, and you gotta give them the finger if you ever want respect. You know what I'm saying? WWE is going to talk down though, man, and it is what it is, you know.
But it's only because of but here's the thing: that's only because of the fact that WWE is in a different time. AEW is the new kid on the block. That's basically what that.
And
is.
WWE is like, okay, boomer. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Now, in this case, I think it added a lot of realism to it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I liked about it.
Absolutely. Wonder if AEW can get footage of that screenshot.
Oh my God.
Dude, that'd be so crazy.
Off the charts.
Yeah, Britt Baker. Or they just name it like Britt Baker watched her husband, or watched her boyfriend almost get paralyzed. Oh, man.
I mean, no, would even be
at an
worse?
American wrestling event.
You know what would even be worse though?
What?
If they sat here, because I don't know if you guys saw, because last week a certain someone decided to come back to the life of sports entertainment. He had an interview with Renee Young, and they were talking about the Shield.
Oh
Guess who's part of the
yeah,
Shield?
yeah. I
Guess who's
loved
part of the
CM
Shield?
Punk. Oh my god,
I looked at CM Punk. I was like, because he was like, "Oh, so how do you feel about the success of the Shield?"
Who's your favorite member of the Shield? And she had the most political answer. I like them all equally.
I like them all equally.
Is that what he said?
Yeah, that's what
Jesus.
she said.
I fucking love Renee Young.
Man, absolutely. I wish she had gotten more time as a commentator, but I'm glad that she's doing her thing and she's completely in her element. Yeah,
She would have been like, "Oh, I love Demon Ambrose. Who's that?"
Yeah. I like John.
I like Moxley. I mean Ambrose.
Ambrose.
I mean, oh.
Man. Oh, it's such a touchy thing.
Oh, God.
So, before the show, we were talking about KO, and I said I did have a small gripe about it. And it's not a big gripe. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I just wished if KO switched over to NXT, I would have personally saved that for Survivor Series.
That's how they're going to open up Survivor Series, though. They're going to open up with him, like, arguing with his team, arguing with management, whatever.
Yeah, but how cool would it be just not even this happen and just all of a sudden
they did it last year, though.
He flipped Seth Rollins around, Stone Cold Stunner, place losers.
But they did it last year with Triple H, though. Triple H hit Kurt Angle with the pedigree. I mean, granted, it wasn't him swapping sides to SmackDown, but they already did that, like...
Yeah, but this is NXT and Kurt Angle and Triple H, two guys.
I know. Maybe I'm reaching. You know what? Maybe
so
I'm
that's
reaching.
just me.
I mean, Triple H had hair back then.
Yeah.
As far as KO going to NXT, I'm all for it. I mean, that'd be great. I would have done it differently.
So I'll ask you guys: is Kevin Owens on Team NXT tomorrow night at Survivor Series?
No.
I hope not, because that just makes it. They've built brand supremacy so much. It would just.
So does that mean that Finn's on Team NXT?
No, because in his character, if you pay attention, he hates that locker room. Like, he don't care.
Yeah.
He thinks they're all losers. Like, in his promos,
I mean,
he pretty
you
much
look at Kevin
all
Owens all the time. He hates everyone. So, I'm just saying, Kevin Owens, like, you look at Kevin Owens all the time, and Kevin can be my witness. He hates everyone.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
He doles out those stunners, man. Non-biased.
I just don't think the Prince character they're doing now is, for that.
Damn, I guess I deleted my notes who I thought was going to be on the men's NXT Survivor Series team. Damn it.
I'm going to say Ciampa, Lee, Dijak, Damian Priest. I can't remember.
Killian Dane, maybe?
There you go. Hey, whatever. Killian Dane, too. Cool. We'll leave it at that.
I mean, wow.
But all right, man. So, all right. So let's end this show with the big hot question. Okay, how does Adam
no kids decide to interrupt us?
What? I missed something.
What?
I said, let's hope no kids.
Oh, thank you. Okay. I missed it. How does Adam Cole show up for his match?
God damn it.
We'll let you go. But Kevin, what happens with Adam Cole's title match tomorrow?
Well, that was kind of what I was going to say earlier. I mean, I feel like after, the match, the WarGames match, like maybe, Adam Cole just doesn't have anything left in the tank for tomorrow night. I mean, I know Pete Dunne went through, a hell of a match himself, but it certainly wasn't.
We know who went through worse. Yeah, like at the end of the day, we know who went through worse.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't know if it's the right time to take the belt off of Adam Cole or if Pete Dunne's the right dude to do it, but like I could totally see it happening and it makes sense.
I see a screwy finish.
I think there's more of a chance of Rey Mysterio winning the belt than Pete Dunne tomorrow.
Damn.
Stop it.
Like, hell, Daniel Bryan will beat the Fiend. Like, I just don't see it with Ciampa and a potential KO storyline with Adam Cole lined up. It just wouldn't make sense at all.
Oh, stop it! I think that's more disrespectful to Pete Dunne than it is anything else.
No, just storyline purposes. Like Ciampa wants Adam to take the belt off Adam Cole. He don't want Pete Dunne for that belt. And there is KO.
He wants Goldie, man.
Ciampa just wants the belt. He doesn't care.
He wants Goldie, man. He needs Goldie back.
He just wants to beat up.
Come home.
But at the same time, do you want Ciampa versus Pete Dunne, or after the finish tonight, Ciampa about killing Cole? Do you want that to be the title? Or is more heat to that one?
I mean, sure, I hear you. I'm not saying you're wrong, and I'm not saying that it's necessarily the right thing to do. I'm just saying that it's not. Like, okay, with the booking the way that WWE is, it wouldn't be the most stupid thing they've ever done. First of all, second of all, like it's not completely unbelievable. It just isn't. I don't know. I hear you though. You're right. I mean, Ciampa and Cole definitely have the heat there, but I'm
not saying Cole's going over clean. Like Kyle said, I expect a screwy finish. He has help, interference, whatever. But yeah, I just don't see them taking the belt off him tomorrow. I don't see a clean win at the same time.
Yeah, I could see that too. Yeah.
What about you, Jay? How does Adam Cole's title match play out tomorrow?
Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry.
God, Jesus.
Hurry, Jay, your child's coming.
Look, I'm so sorry. No, I was trying to hold on to that call for as long as I could, but I couldn't.
Jay released the thunder, son. I'm sorry about that joke. I instantly regret that joke. I submit my resignation from the Smackdrop podcast.
No, it's good. Like I was hoping someone would make a joke about that sometime. Like there are people that I know that.
No, we'll have. Hey, you know how Peter Griffin had the grind my gears?
Mm-hmm.
Well, whenever we have we'll have a segment for you, whatever's pissing you off, and we'll call it Jay's Thunder.
That steals my thunder.
Anyway,
what really steals my thunder?
Oh my god. Anyways, how does Adam Cole's title match go?
So he's going against Pete Dunne. I feel like I guess it's just my thing is that I feel like they've been pushing Pete Dunne for a long time. So it's either all or nothing right now. So I feel like they probably might just give it to Pete Dunne. They might just do it. Because what if they're actually trying to set up for Adam Cole to be moved to Raw or SmackDown?
I just don't see that right now.
Yeah, it'd be crazy. It would be crazy, but it would be. See, storyline, you could make it make sense. That's the thing about it. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, I know, granted, it'll probably be the safe finish. Undisputed Era recognize their boy's injured. They come out. They disrupt the match. You know what I mean? But if that doesn't happen,
just as much sense.
It would be so easy for them to book a Pete Dunne win.
Yep.
And another reason too.
And another thing about that is that, do you realize? I don't know if you guys caught it, but Pete Dunne won the United Kingdom Championship in that very arena when he first got the United Kingdom.
Oh
title.
shit! Damn.
Let me ask you a question.
Mind blown.
When's the last time? And this is another reason I don't think it'll happen. Can you tell me a time where NXT did a hot shot title change? They don't. It's storytelling.
They did one with Samoa Joe at a house show.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Didn't they do that with Samoa Joe at a house show?
Yep, they did.
Jesus, I didn't know that.
Yeah, 3 years ago. But that was during a feud.
You asked, we delivered, son. Like,
but that was during a feud, though. Like they were in the middle of a feud. Yeah, it was at a house show. Don't get me wrong, but they were still feuding.
Yeah, man.
The reason why I say that it's possible because of the fact that NXT is giving ratings. It doesn't matter what they do right now. They're giving up ratings left and right.
Yeah,
and
man.
Pete Dunne, like, he's money.
Dude, he is so good, man. He is so good.
I love
that he's got that crazy title reign with that UK championship.
Right.
And everyone recognizes it all the time. They usually people will recognize Tyler Bate for being the inaugural champion, but
Pete Dunne held that shit for almost 3 years, man.
Yeah.
To be fair,
had the title the longest, to be fair.
Don't take the piss out of it, Sebastian. God damn it. Give credit where credit's due, damn it.
Like he's like Chris Jericho, New Japan's Intercontinental Champion, defended it like twice. Whatever.
I mean, damn.
I'm just saying.
Well, here's the other thing too.
You kind of just shitted on my.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, bro.
The other thing for me, man, is that like after tonight, like I feel like Pete Dunne couldn't look stronger, and like Adam Cole kind of couldn't look weaker.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
It'd be crazy if Adam Cole came out with like an IV drip. And then, like, he had to have, like, Kyle O'Reilly kind of just, like, rip that shit out of his arm before his match.
Or, hell, maybe he's injured and he has to relinquish the belt, and then we'll get Ciampa versus Dunne.
Oh, no, that would be rough.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah. But
it's so many opportunities.
Like, because of how tonight laid out and the fact that you have the match taking place tomorrow just adds such intrigue, you know? And I hope they do something creative with it, and they don't take the easy way out. In my opinion, the easy way out, Undisputed Era causes a DQ finish. Like, I really hope we don't get that.
Well, you know, going into tonight, you know, like before the pay-per-view, obviously I was thinking whoever won, tomorrow night, you know, Cole was just going to win the match, frankly. But, like, after the matches tonight, like, there's some questions, I think.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
Like, if I had the money, which I don't, I'm a DSP in a mental health field, so I'm broke, I would bet $500 on Adam Cole winning tomorrow. Dunne is not winning that belt.
I mean, he is a safe bet. I'm not saying that you're wrong about
he's
that.
The safe bet to retain, not to win.
Well,
he's not the safe bet to win, man. He could retain. Anyways, that was a good show, right? Man, that's pretty much the show, right?
Yeah.
Yes, man. Hey, man, look, let's wrap it up, you guys. Man, thank you guys for joining us on a hell of an NXT TakeOver WarGames recap episode. Make sure to turn in tomorrow when we cover Survivor Series, the very first pay-per-view that's going to include NXT members, not as a cameo, but as a main player in the show. It's going to be history, folks, and we're going to be here to cover it. But once again, thank you for joining us. Jay, welcome to the show, man. Awesome addition. Love having you, bro.
Thanks, man. I definitely appreciate it, and I look forward to doing this again.
Awesome, man. And we look forward to having you again. To everyone watching, man, like always, until next time, you guys have a good one.
See ya.
Keep it kayfabe.